That was Brandon Semenuk in his open class rally car. And this is my friend Spencer. Now Spencer, he doesn't have a rally car, and that makes him sad. But let's back up a little bit. Back in high school, we would watch a series on YouTube called Life Behind Bars, featuring Brandon Semenuk and his friends mountain biking. There was one episode where Brandon showed off his rally car. He would be ripping through the Canadian back roads, he competed in some grassroots events, and in this episode, he won the competition. Fast forward a few years, and me and Spencer made the last minute decision to make the 12-hour drive to the Olympus Rally in Washington. Not only did we get to meet Brandon Semenuk, but we also got to watch all these cars absolutely rip through the forests of Washington, and it completely changed our perspective on rally. Spencer knew that he needed to get his own rally car. He started scouring Facebook Marketplace until he found this 2002 Subaru WRX that would be the base for his rally build. The plan was to build a cheap rally car, but he quickly found out that race car and budget don't really go together. The first big step was to get the build ready for spec for ARA regulations, and for that he needed to get a roll cage. Spencer's getting his cage put in. Dude,
there's some cool stuff here. Sick.
Spencer used a cage from Cage Kits, a local company installed at Mars Sports, a shop near us.
Whoa, dude, holy crap, the body on this is crazy. Anyways, when we get a shop like this and it's got like the office and stuff, we are dedicating an office room just for simulating racing.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that rear end, dude. Holy smokes.
Monstrous. Dude, look at this.
It's a Power Stroke GTR. So this thing right here was built for Pikes Peak, and it's insane. Yeah, we can like show some clips from it. I've seen it on the internet before. I didn't even know it was in Utah, much less at the shop that we're at right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I just pulled up to Mara Sports here in Utah. They're the shop that's installing the cage, so I'm gonna go check out updates with it. I'll show you guys some of it, of them building it, putting in a little bit. They also have a super sick shop with a lot of sick cars, so I'll show you some of those. But yeah, enjoy.
How to get a cage in your car. Decide you have no idea what you're doing. Pay someone to do it.
I think these guys know what they're doing. I would take a guess they know what they're doing.
Maybe a thing or two.
Yeah, they got some sweet cars here though. I like that. But the Subaru's all stripped down. We got this in there. They're gonna put that in there, and then the cage begins.
That's my car.
Is that your car?
That's my car.
No, that's the Z06.
Base model. Hey, wait, you too.
Hey, wait, no.
I got money on my mind. Way down. Overthinking every night, think I'm going crazy. Don't know what else I should say now. Early mornings, late nights, all I know lately. Cause I'm on it every day now. I don't like to break you down, but it never break me. There's a lot of fake love now. Tell the truth, I would rather people say they hate me. Ain't too many I can trust now. Palm trees everywhere, people like.
The cage is almost done, guys. Cage Kits in the car. Oh my gosh. It's time to pick up the Subaru, dude.
It's time.
Oh baby, it's time to pick up the car. Got the cage in and it's feeling like a race car, baby.
Dang, dude.
Let's go to have a race car.
Dude, feels great. Nothing better.
Looks good on you. But now it's time to see if the car's actually going to start after sitting for a couple of weeks. Let's see, dude.
He's so confident he even closed the door.
That's pretty confident. Oh.
Dude, you said Subaru's not reliable. It's not even smoking. Yeah, you guys said it's smoke.
With the cage install complete, it was time to paint it to prevent any rust. Spencer also installed the fire suppression system. Now the car needs new brakes, and one of the biggest upgrades it'll need is new suspension. But that will be coming in part 2.
To the leg studs we go. They're on. It's that easy.
That was fast, dude. Make sure you get yourself a really good chair You're working on your car.
Dude, if only we had access to a lift, you know?
Only we had access to a lift, dude. Hey Sam, we're gonna move your car and use your lift. You sit down, you wrench in. Oh, where's my
Oh, dude.
quick draw? Fastest
Fastest gun in Bountiful.
fastest gun bountiful. Another ding for the boys. No seat needed, huh?
I think that's how the guys, I think that's how you do it.
Piece of cake. It's only a little smoky. As you can tell, this build is completely happening in Spencer's driveway. I mean, other than the cage install.
The new ones are just a touch longer.
Just a little bit.
The problem with it being longer is there's not much room to get it in. So, after trying a bunch of stuff and cutting a bunch of stuff up on the other side, I decided to finally search YouTube and say, how do people put these in? Over here, wheel speed sensor. What we'll do is we'll pop that thing out, drill that hole out a little bit, and then slide them through that. Here we go, boy.
Ooh!
That's insane.
Well, new bushing time, but it's out.
We'll just shove it back in.
The bushing and the bolt are one.
You know what they say? If there's metal coming out of the engine, there's metal in your engine. You want metal in your engine. Whoopa! So in short, ARP lug studs are really easy to put on the rear end of a 2002 Subaru WRX. Get the longest ones you can find. All you gotta do, the other stuff we were just doing regular maintenance. Whoop, easy as that.
Boom. Ooh, that's a full pump.
Hey, who put this cage in here? Sheldon.
Yeah, who put this cage in here, dude? Mara Sport, dude?
Boom.
There it is, dude. Full pump out.
Full pump out.
Can I see the click?
Dude, here's the click.
Direct fit.
Click.
Nothing like a good click. Ooh, that's not what we want to see. Now's the moment of truth if this actually starts. Oh, I heard a little humming.
Sick.
Your gloves. Oh, this thing is so bad. What's on your hand, bro?
So, dude.
Yo,
Dude.
you race car driver.
Another ding for the boys.
If I'm being honest, I should have got a ding one.
Ding.
Wasn't a fluke the first time, dude.
I concur with back right.
Yeah, definitely back right. Also, I don't know if it was the water from the back, but when you hit the brakes, a lot of fluid came out. I think it was just the water that splashed up.
Oh my gosh, there's so much water in my car. I should have drained that.
If your dash doesn't fit in your car, cut it.
Yeah, so we've been building a rally car, right? And decided, you know, there's a lot of use for 240, so we ended up just popping a box up. Yeah, we got our 240 there.
Nice.
Got an electrician do it, you know. Anyways, so I really got it just because of the big tools we're using. You know, they really require a lot of power, you know. Even this, dude, we might need more power, honestly.
I think we do. Can we get two 240s?
We might need two 240s.
So that's what you were breathing in, I think. That's fine. It's asbestos. Nice.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, CEO of Dremel here. Just
going to be trying my new product.
trying my new product today.
Okay, dash is going in. Oh, after the ding comes out. Matthew Niken, thank you for the inspo. Oh, a little over the top there. That is a wrap on part 1 of this Subaru WRX rally build. Our plan is to have this thing competing by mid-July. So follow along as we finish this up in the next part of the build and then enter it in its first rally and see what we can do with this being a completely garage-built, homemade budget rally car.